Hi, bike, describe, me waffling on for 5 minutes with an introduction you don't really care about. Alright, good, now I can start the video. So, we all know to be good at anything, it basically takes a good habit and it can't be done through a single action. If you want to go to the Olympics, you can't just train really hard 5 times and then sleep in every other day. And if you want to become rich, you can't just do one good investment and then just rely on that to make you rich. You have to be investing every month of whatever you have left over from your paycheck. And as this is an investment channel, I will now outline some habits that you should be doing. These habits will help for both investment goals and whatever other goals you have in mind. So, out of the 5, number 1, they think in 10-year timeframes and not in a 1-year time frame. Jeff Bezos famously had an argument with one of his executives in the early years of Amazon. His executives had the short-term focus to be profitable, whereas Mr. Bezos had the mindset to not run at a profit until all of his competition had been wiped away. Now, although this does raise some ethical questions, I thought it was a great example of how long-term thinking can lead to greater riches than having consistent short-term wins. Now, think of any great person that you admire, and usually what sets them apart more than other people is that they think in longer time frames than those that they are competing with. Number 2, they value efficiency. If you want a person who is the mascot for efficiency, it is Bill Gates. Unfortunately, this individual has managed to put himself in the middle of some controversy in recent years. But I do not want to talk about his whole life. His whole mission in life has been trying to find more efficient ways of doing things. He hates wastage, and he is compelled to find more efficient ways of doing things in bad systems. As an example, his IT empire was built on making information processing more efficient, and now his philanthropic efforts focus on saving the most amount of lives for the least amount of money spent. For this reason, he focused on polio eradication as the most amount of lives can be saved for the least amount of money spent. And money isn't the issue here, but he just wants to ensure that he can save as many lives as he possibly can for the money that he does spend. So number 3, they are good at delaying gratification. Now, there is a constant debate that happens in all of our heads of what we want now versus what we want the most. What we want now usually wins because we're not even aware that we're making that choice. As an example, do you want a can of soft drink every day? Or do you want to lose weight? Or do you want to retire in 10 years? Or do you want to get that new shiny car and use that loan to get it? Number 4, they focus energy and attention on what matters. Now, Warren Buffett once advised to make a list of 25 things that you'd like to accomplish. Then he advised to pick the top 5 out of those 25 and then remove the other 20. He advised that this is essential if you want to achieve any of those 5, as you need to focus all of your work and energy towards those top 5 goals exclusively. If you try to focus on all 25, you'll fail at all of them. Now, this is an important habit because you need to remain in the top 5 goals that you're proactive on. And now, habit number 5, the last habit. They try to dominate small ponds rather than have a 1% share of a giant pond. Peter Thiel once pointed out that he never finances new ventures who aim to capture 1% of a giant market. And in case you don't know who Peter Thiel is, he was an early investor for both PayPal and Facebook. He looks for ventures who attempt to completely dominate small markets before expanding onto the next market. Facebook started off as an exclusive service for one single university, and then it moved on to a handful of universities, and then it moved on to Americans, and then it moved on to the rest of the world. So, how does this apply for habit? Think of it as doing things properly rather than doing 100 things of a small bit of effort. So, to summarize this video, the habits to improve your life think long-term about everything, be efficient, delay gratification, focus energy and effort on what matters, and you're better off doing a few things properly rather than doing everything not properly. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.